Welcome to the introduction to the 2019 call for Key Action 107, Mobility between Programme and Partner Countries. Please be aware this information is for UK applicants only, and that this is a pre-recorded webinar, so if you have any questions, please contact the help desk. The details can be found at the end of the presentation. In terms of Brexit, for the latest information about UK participation in Erasmus Plus after Brexit, this can be found on the Brexit update page of the Erasmus Plus UK website. Please check this page regularly or subscribe to our newsletter to receive the latest updates. To begin with, let's look at the difference between programme and partner countries. Under Erasmus Plus, a programme country is a country within Europe that can apply for funding under Erasmus Plus to the home national agency. Any of the countries shown here can apply for funding under the Erasmus Plus for ICM. To apply for funding, higher education institutions from programme countries will need to hold the Erasmus Charter of Higher Education, also known as ECHE. So for mobility between programme and partner countries, only organisations from programme countries can apply and administer the payments for inbound and outbound mobilities. Partner countries are countries outside Europe. They can't apply for funding as they have to be partners in the project. These countries do not have national agencies and do not need to hold a ECHE, but will be required to sign an international version of the interinstitutional agreement in order to take part. You can see here that the partner countries are split into different regions. Each region has different funding rules and budgets available, but we'll cover these in more detail later. Please note that Region 5 is not eligible under the 2019 call. Please note here as well that Region 12 is not listed as it's not eligible under the 2019 call. As with the 2018 call, there is Region 14 for the Faroe Islands and Switzerland. The UK National Agency are setting aside budget to fund digital traineeship mobilities in these countries. Applicants will be able to select this mobility type and the countries in the 2019 application form. For more information, please see page 25 in the 2019 programme guide. Erasmus Plus has opened up the same mobility opportunities for both programme and partner countries, allowing mobility from and to other parts of the world. The aim is to ensure high-quality mobility activities with maximum impact. There is an emphasis on inbound mobility. The European Commission have applied rules to certain countries which encourages incoming mobility over outgoing mobility. This is a decentralised action managed by the national agencies located in Europe. So for the UK, it's managed by the British Council here in Cardiff. The ICM has the same features as KA103. So for example, they share the same Erasmus Plus quality framework. So there's a requirement for students to have academic recognition when studying in a partner country. There are many reasons to apply, some which can be seen on the screen. This type of project has a real focus on internationalization and aims to bring individuals from countries outside Europe to your home higher education institution. This will raise awareness of your institution to international students and allows you the opportunity to soft trial for partners who you may want to work with in the future in international projects beyond Erasmus+. So there needs to be at least 2 participating organizations from different countries. The sending higher education institution would have to be in a program country and the partner would need to be in a partner country. A higher education institution from a program country can only submit 1 application if they are applying as an individual institution. However, they can also apply for international credit mobility as part of a consortium, in which case it's your responsibility to prevent double funding of the same mobility should the 2 channels be used simultaneously. Just to let you know, a national mobility consortium must comprise of at least 3 eligible participating organizations, including 2 sending higher education institutions. So you can apply for more than 1 country in the application form, and there is no limit to the number of countries that you can apply for. As mentioned before, KA107 has the same Erasmus Plus quality framework as KA103. The institution applying has to have the ECHE. For the institution in the partner country, the principles of the Charter are embedded in the partner interinstitutional agreement. Please note that you don't have to include the interinstitutional agreement in your application, but it does need to be in place before the mobility start. The European Commission has produced separate KA107 grant agreements for staff teaching and training and student study or traineeship placements. All the contractual documents can be found on the website shown on the slide. As with the 2018 call, traineeships are included under the KA107 and are open to all budget envelopes. As stated earlier, traineeships in digital skills are being endorsed, and these will include social media management and web analytics. So the third point here, so staff mobility for training is always from an higher education institution to a non-academic organisation. And likewise, so staff mobility for teaching is always from a non-academic organisation to a higher educational institution. So the only major change from the 2018 call is the duration of the ICM project. So it used to be from 16 or 24 months, and now it's 24 or 36 months. Like KA103, ICM is a grant for student and staff mobilities. There are 4 types of mobility activities under KA107. Students that are enrolled at a participating higher education institution can take part. The mobility activity has to relate to students' degree, and students can undertake a study placement at a partner higher education institution or a traineeship in an eligible organisation. As noted on the screen, students can undertake mobilities at partner universities from 3 to 12 months, and traineeships can occur from 2 to 12 months. A traineeship can be combined with a study period. This would have to be a minimum of 3 months. So the same student may participate in mobility periods totaling up to a maximum of 12 months per cycle of study. Zero grant funding also counts towards the maximum duration. Staff that are employed by a participating higher education institution can also participate in teaching or training. Please note the duration of staff does not include travel time. So we're now going to look at regulation and geographical balance. Okay, so it's the responsibility of national agencies to aim for geographical balance during the evaluation of applications in order to spread the available budget as widely as possible. In the following slides, we're going to take a look at the partner countries who can take part in ICM and the rules that the European Commission have applied to the different regions of the world. The 2019 budget will be broadly similar to the previous call's budget, both in terms of overall size and in terms of the number of envelopes. So just to note, now a fully fledged programme country from the 2019 call, the Republic of Serbia will no longer qualify as an eligible partner country under ICM. The partner countries have been separated into budget envelopes, which represent regions of the world, and these envelopes come under different instruments. There is no restriction on how many envelopes or countries you can apply for. The table here shows you the 2019 proposed budget for Key Action 107. In terms of European budget, the different regions of the world are prioritised, which means that some regions benefit from bigger budget envelopes and can therefore benefit from more mobilities. The budget for the top 4 envelopes do not have any rules in terms of incoming versus outgoing mobilities. The same applies for these 2 envelopes as well. They don't have any rules in terms of incoming or outgoing mobilities. The budget for these envelopes can only be used to fund incoming mobilities and staff and student at 3rd cycle or PhD level. The national agencies do have a budget to fund outgoing short, 1st and 2nd cycle mobilities in all the countries listed in the 5 envelopes above. So the same can be said for these envelopes as well. So the budget for these envelopes can only be used to fund incoming mobilities and staff and student at 3rd cycle PhD level. So outlined here is the proposed budget for the European Development Fund and Development Cooperation Instrument for outgoing student mobilities. So as the 2018 call, there is a budget category for West Africa. Again, please note that this is a proposed budget, and please ensure that you understand the different rules between the EDF and West Africa. This web page listed here lists partnership opportunities from any higher education institution in an Erasmus Plus partner country looking to partner with any UK higher education institution for international credit mobility under the Key Action 107. Any higher education institutions from partner countries around the world looking for international credit mobility partners in the UK must complete the Higher Education Partnership Opportunities form and email it to erasmus@britishcouncil.org, and we can then publish the details on our website. You can find some further information in regards to ICM, such as the European Commission's ICM Handbook and the Do's and Don'ts document. We will also be issuing out written guidance and support in regards to the application, and I'd recommend keeping an eye on our website for the latest information. Please note the deadline for the 107 application is on the 5th of February, so 11 AM UK time and 12 Brussels time. Please note, all 107 projects will now start on the 1st of August 2019. Finally, here are our contact details. The customer service team is available from Monday to Friday to answer any queries. Our email address is erasmus@britishcouncil.org.